Lock it in, yeah. Just lock it, show, lock it in, lock it in, just lock it, show, lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain, lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Lock it in, lock it in, yeah. Just lock it, show, lock it in, lock it in, yeah. Just lock it, show, lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lock Show.
What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Joe Locker. How you guys doing? We're locked into your favorite evening ride. It's 5 minutes after the hour. Come on in, Tokyo. Come on in, Rain. How y'all doing? What's going on? Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Spotify. Ohio, the name mustard. Okay, you got stuck. Sam's in the building. How you doing? Hope everybody's doing fine today. How y'all doing? Man, it's been a nice day. What's up, Stephanie? What's up, Carly, baby? How you doing? What's up, Shane? What's up, already here? What's up, Sharon? Hey, do me a favor. Drop your city and state where you're locking in from so I can give you a shout out at the beginning of the show. Drop your city and state. I'm going to give you a shout out. What's up, Lady J? What's up, Duke? We know Lady J is in Macon. We know that Tams is in Tennessee. We know Tokidoki is in Tokyo, Japan. Duke, the store, whatever that was, Bridge, what you doing? How's it going? Let me know where y'all are chiming in at. Where you chiming in at? Monique is in Columbus, Ohio. How you doing, Monique? Welcome to the show, baby. Rachel's in St. Louis as always. Rain in Sherry Hill, New Jersey. Okay. How's the weather where y'all at? Charles in the building. How you doing, baby? What's going on? Let me know where y'all chiming in. And Sean, where you chiming in at from? Jeff, where you at, bro? Valerie, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Talk to your boy. Robert, where you at, big dog? Sunshine, where you chiming in from? Karen, Diane, where you chiming in from? Nancy, where you at? It's the Joe Lockett Show. Rain is nice today, 50. Oh, weather is nice. Okay. What's going on? If y'all want to know where I'm located, I'm actually located right here in Birmingham, Alabama. JC is in Louisiana. Up there with my brother. My brother's up there in Lafayette, Louisiana. How y'all doing? Tisha, what's going on? Felicia, how you doing, baby girl? Everybody good today? We got a lot to. Well, I got an exciting show that I want to get into. We gonna talk about. But before I do all, what's up, Big Papa? I love it when you call me Big Papa. The one and only. He's in the building, but he's not here again. I don't know why he's not here again. But what's up, nephew?
What's up?
Why you not here again, man? I'm seriously, this is becoming a HR problem, sir.
HR. So I mean, aren't you HR?
Exactly. So I'm having a problem with you not being here, sir. Roof conversation topic or music. It's gonna be a topic today. You know, we don't do music here. We do topics here. Rain. So welcome to the show. If you can, subscribe to the show, follow the show. We appreciate you. Thanks for locking in with you. Aquawoman's in the building. Aquawoman, where you at? I forgot where you are. You know, Aquawoman joins each and every day on the Joe Lockett Show. Sapphire, how you doing? I'm listening to you, nephew. What's your excuse for being off work again today? Coming to us digitally again. You doing a call in? What's up, Erica Barker? What's going on? We know she's in the ATL. Aquawoman's in Florida, baby. Yeah, Aquawoman, Florida. Yeah, Aquawoman, do you have a man? Because I like Florida. I like that Florida weather. I'm gonna have to come out there and visit. We ain't got to be in a relationship or situationship. I just want to come out there and chill. Do a couple of shows from the beach. You know what I'm saying? Looking at the sand and looking at the water. Do a couple of shows in the summer from the beach. I would love to go do that. Nephew, I'm listening. You haven't said nothing, sir.
Oh, because you're talking.
You go ahead. I can do two things. I can eat, chew bubble gum, and walk at the same time and do ab.
I'm not so sure of that. I'm not so sure of that. And mine is real simple anyway.
Yeah, okay. Why you out? Why you out working again today, sir?
You should be used to it at this point. I got 2 destinations I can work from.
I understand that, but see,
you got to check in with HR. You got to file your complaint and check in with HR. 2 co-workers are not supposed to be going back and forth like this. I'm leaving it in the hands of the folks. That's their job to do, and we'll talk there.
Okay, so we may be going to Sunseeker Resort in Punta Georgia, in Florida. Okay.
What?
Um, it looked like I want to do a show, a week of shows from Florida, and Aquawoman just invited us to come to Sunseeker Resort in Punta Gorda, Florida. I don't know where that is.
Okay,
Sounds like
dokie.
fun.
I don't know where that is either. You know, Florida got them backwater places, so we need to look this up
You know
first.
something? Your ass is probably not going to be invited because you ain't never at work anyway. So you can just stay at your location, and we'll have fun for where we call it from. So
I mean, I'll be in the same area if it's Zoom. See what I'm
that's okay. You
saying?
can
If it takes
you know
away.
something. No, you know something. We can. I go to Florida, hang out with Aquawoman, chill, while you still go stay here wherever you be doing a little show from. Okay, and you stay right there, and I go get the site.
I
You
just
learn
go
to
to
come to
wherever
work.
somebody else gonna invite us. You be from
Well,
Florida, I
you
don't care. I'll be from New York. I'll be
what's
from
up,
Washington
yeah?
D.C. I'll be from Ohio and Tokidoki. So now,
Now you can go do that, but see, you know, anyway, yeah, you can go see Tokyo Doki. Woman, Fort was there, Temple is closed. Okay, okay. What's up, Jessica? What's up, Troy? Drop your city and state. We will give you a shout out on the Joe Lockett show today.
oh wait, so
Today,
that's in Temple.
yeah. What's up?
Oh,
Now on Facebook, we got people coming in on Facebook. Hey, on Facebook, man, y'all let me know where y'all chiming in at. If you at work, whatever, let me know where y'all at. And I'd love to know what city and state, YouTube, where y'all got chiming in at. Let's see here. We got Monique. She's back with us today. I appreciate it. Now, the topic I want to get in today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys. Hit the share button, hit the like button. Let's go. Now, be Miami. ATL by the way of man. So be the boss is in Atlanta. A lot of people in Atlanta. You know, I think the closer I think we should go to the ATL. I think we should go to Florida, Tennessee, and Louisiana. Those are places we got to go
we
to
got
this
no
year.
excuse not to do the ATL though. That's like next door.
Yeah, and Tokidoki is saying, wait a minute, she's saying Cliff come to Tokyo and not Joe? What the hell?
Ah, Ohio.
Really? That's what we're doing? Tokidoki? No, that's what Okashi tonight. Oh, no, that's what I'm doing. Yada yo. Nani kinakonde ni Tokyo Kito no boku wa
Baka.
会いたくない。
Let's get back to the
会いたく
show.
ない。本当に何それだよ。もう、やだよ、それ。Lady J said she coming to so I feel like I love you. Of course we love you, but you said Cliff, you just said Cliff and Joe come. You in Tokyo, you're inviting Cliff, but you're not inviting me. My feelings are hurt.
Your feelings all right.
She got over night child, yo. I'm gonna cry. I'm like, we invited to Tokyo.
He all right.
We invited to Tokyo to hang out. Oh, so she invited Lady J and she invited Cliff. She still have not invited my black ass. Wow. My feelings hurt, y'all.
You been there.
That don't mean I don't want to go back. That don't mean I don't want a proper invite. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, you guys are locking into your favorite eating ride. Thanks for locking in with us. Do me a favor, share the video, hit the like button, subscribe and follow if you like to show what's going on. I am not going to Tokyo. I'm not going back to Japan because I don't feel wanted right now. My feelings are hurt. So I'm acting like I'm butt hurt for real. All right, y'all. What's up, Lady J? What's up, you back? Today on the show, if we got parents in the building, make sure y'all stay in the chat. I want to talk to the parents today. This is a relationship show. We talk about different things when it comes to relationships. You guys can chime in if you want to. If you guys want to chime into the show, go to TikTok, Joe Lockett Show, and people all around the world can hear you, and we'll bring you to the show. But if you guys want to subscribe to the show, and you don't have 1,000 followers, go ahead and subscribe to the show. It's like a $4.99 fee, I think it is, and we will send you a link, and you'll be able to talk to us every single day live on YouTube, Facebook, and all of this stuff. So we got you. So here's one thing I want to talk about today, y'all. Nephew, Erica Bunker, D the Boss, Tokidoki, Aquawoman, Rachel, my beautiful newly Monique, Tam's in the building. Ladies, let me ask y'all a question. And I want y'all to be really serious. I want some of y'all guys to join in on the show today, okay? If your kid becomes successful, right? And started making that paper and you are middle class, do your kids owe you anything if they become successful? should they take care of you? You didn't help them, you paid for their college, but after that, they went out and they did their thing and they became very successful. They became, financially independent, making them wealthy. And they're living in a nice house. They got nice cars, right? Him and his wife, or her and her husband going on nice trips. Do they owe you anything? Are they still welcome to the family barbecue, driving up in their Range Rover or their Bentley, while you still live in middle class, driving, your Dodge Ram truck or, your Nissan Altima or whatever it is? Do your kids owe you anything? Will you treat them differently if they don't give you any money? And they live their life. They come visit, they give you nice presents, but they don't change your lifestyle. Do your kids owe you anything? All right, y'all, get in the chat button, because I have talked to some people, and what if you're in financial trouble and your kids got the money, but they tell you no, but they got the money? Do your kids owe you anything? Will you cut them off? This is a Joe Laka show. I'm asking a serious question because I'm seeing a lot of things, a lot of kids and parents having problems sometimes when it comes to these situations. And sometimes the kids, like the wife may marry a guy that's well off. Well, should her parents, be doing well because her husband is doing well, and vice versa? Maybe a guy would marry a woman and his wife is well off, but his parents are not doing so well. Do he owe his parents, a better lifestyle than they were living before? It's the Joe Laka Show. Let's talk about it, y'all. Whatever my baby gives me or doesn't give me, I'm going to love her the same. She's my only child. Having expectations that your kid will take care of you is crazy. It ain't crazy as we think it is, y'all. Hit the like button. Let's go. Because again, should your kids take care of you when you're old? If you haven't planned for yourself properly, right? Should your kids take care of you when you're old? Have y'all had that conversation? Should kids be willing to take care of their parents when they're old because you raised them? I guess my point is, do kids owe their parents something if their parents, did their best for them as a kid growing up? Nephew, your thoughts on that?
I would say no, but me, I'm gonna do it for mine. I can get less, but if I'm not in the place to do it, but my partner is no way I can. But
what I'm saying is,
say what?
So you're saying that if you got it, you'll take care of your mom and dad for life. You'll make sure they got a nice, you buy them another house, another car, you do all that stuff for them.
Yeah. And the way my parents is, you feel me? They wouldn't want another house or another thing like that. I just pay off wherever they at, or I would get them something smaller, depending on whatever it is, and then just accommodate them. You feel me? They not really those types where they need their own everything else, and I need to buy all of that. They pretty low maintenance, so I just make sure whenever they feel like something or that they don't have to work, period, even though they probably going to, that as far as other things, accommodations, as far as the paying off on whatever they are or their cars, that'll all be handled. But other than that, they low maintenance. They ain't gonna ask for all that, and they ain't gonna demand it like I should be doing that just because I'm doing good.
So what y'all saying? So what I'm hearing from and I'm reading on the comments here on TikTok, y'all say that kids don't owe you anything at all. If they could live their life and just come by and visit for holidays and give you a gift, you're completely fine with that, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Sam says yes. Okay. Aquawoman, they didn't actually be here. I must have a really good crop of parents that watch our show daily, right? Because y'all see what's going on in our country. Y'all see it all the time across social media, right? Every time in almost all situations, you see one of the biggest problems that comes when just average kids, get celebrity or they start to making money from YouTube or whatever, right? It become our money. it becomes our money. It becomes the family money. It becomes some parents feel that because I did this for you, because I bought the computer, because I sent you to college, this is the least you can do for me, right? Now I get it, the kid that had great parents and they want to give back just because. That's fine. But I'm talking about the parents that are different than that. You know what I'm saying? And they would disassociate themselves with their kids if their kids don't do what they think they should do for them. Because this is my thought pattern. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking is this here. I think that a parent don't owe their kids anything after they leave the house and become grown. I think you should be able to, help them if you choose to, and if you're able to, if they need it. But are you supposed to help your kids when they leave home? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. If that's your house, your kid is grown, and you don't want to let them back in the house if they fall upon a hard time, you've done your job as a parent. Now, most parents will let their kids back in, but do they have to do that? No. Now, my question is, would you allow your kids to come back home, right? Because the point I'm getting to right now is, I think that people feel that they're entitled because of I'm your kid or I'm your parent. For kids, if your mom and dad say they don't want your ass back at home, you shouldn't feel no kind of way. Your parents love you, but it's time for you to figure it out. Put your big boy underwear on, lady, put your big girl panties on, and figure it out. Your mama don't love you no less or no more if they don't allow you to come back home. What's up, Nate dog? You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I'm going to say, because when I'm talking to this, but I'm not talking to people, but I see some of these things that I'm seeing. I saw a story today where the parents felt they were entitled, and then I seen the story where kids felt they were entitled. And I'm like, nobody's entitled after you leave home. Is it? I mean, nephew, do you know anything, ladies and gentlemen, on social media? Is there anything that says that a child is supposed to take care of their parents when they get old?
No.
I mean, is there a law or something that say if your parents get old and they're not able to take care of themselves, the kids are supposed to take care of their parents?
Only thing that I even think is remotely close and is not saying that is honor thy mother and father. But that's honoring. That's not taking care of.
Okay, when you said honor that mother and father, saying yes sir, no sir, being respectful. If you can't be respectful, don't say nothing at all, or don't be around them. That's honoring your mother and father. That's respect, right? But respect is not to me a life-changing financial or indebtedness where I have to take care of you for the rest of your life because you didn't do what you need to go do in your lifetime.
Well, a lot of parents raise their kids to feel like they owe. I mean,
and see, I think that's wrong though, because I think when you leave home, you can ask your mom and dad to come home. They can tell you hell no, and you should love them the same. You shouldn't feel no kind of way. The only way I would feel some kind of way if I had a brother or sister, they had the same situation. They let them come home and they told me no. I would feel some kind of way then. But other than that, I'm cool with that.
Why is that?
Well, if I have a brother, if my brother went through a divorce and he asked to come home and they said he can come home, I went through a divorce, they said I couldn't come home, I'm gonna feel some kind of way because I'm like, why he can come home and I can't? So it's their choice.
That grace just don't extend to you. Does that mean they don't love you?
I don't know, for me, I would feel some kind of way. So the same love that you're giving him, you're not giving to me, so I can't give you the same love that he's giving you. I would definitely distance myself from that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's two of us, right? And if no one can explain to me why, and this is my first time, I have not been a problem. This is the first time he haven't been a problem. We have not been a problem kids to you, but one gets preferential treatment and I don't. I would have a problem with that. I wouldn't say anything because again, it's mom and dad's house. But
if they gave you an explanation, would it even mean anything?
Their explanation, depending on what it is, it would mean something. Depending on what the explanation would be for me, it probably means something. But I would have to hear the explanation. You know what I'm saying? Why they let him do something and then allow me to do something. I definitely would want to know what that is. You see what I'm saying? That's just me. Because you can't give one child. I have two daughters. If I allow one daughter to come home, I have to allow the other daughter to come home.
You have
to. That's just yes. As a father, And what I see is if I allow one to do, I have to do for I'm going to do for both of my kids the same. You can love your kids differently, but action wise, you have to do the same. You may tolerate one kid more than the other, but I don't have to let my daughters in the house, but I'm not going to let, just say one is one. They both have the same situation, but they haven't caused me any problem. But I know one is probably going to be more mouthy than the other one. I'm not going to let her not come into the house because she got more mouth than her sister does.
But they grown.
They are grown, but if I allow one to come in, me as a father for my choice, I'm going to treat my daughters the same. If I'm not going to let one come in, I'm not going to let the other come in, and I'm going to tell them to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. One child, you can have one child that's problematic, and like I said, if the child is problematic, moms or dad, the kid's going to know why you told them no.
No, that's null and void if they don't accept that they are problematic, but you do. That's why I was like, do the explanation even matter? Because if you don't like it, regardless of the explanation,
it's not going to matter to me, the father. It's going to matter to the kid. You see what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying.
As a parent, I don't care. If you choose as a parent not to do that, that's your choice. But what I'm saying for myself, even if I got a problematic child and I let her sister in and they got the exact same situation, but that problematic child have not caused me any problems, right? Now, the problematic child has caused me problems, right? Which a problematic child probably will. It's going to be under different circumstances, or I may just pay for them a hotel room or something like that because we can't be in the same house together because we're going to argue. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. But what I would do as a parent to be fair, so there is no sibling rivalry, right? Me and you, baby girl, we're going to argue about what you're doing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pay for you to be, at this hotel or, put you up in the Airbnb for a little while, right? Till you get your life on track. That's what I would want.
But most regular people can't pay for a hotel.
Okay, well, I mean, here's the other thing. If I can't pay for the hotel, you can't pay for the hotel. I would put them probably on a different time restriction. I'll probably give them 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But for me, if I got a problematic child and they haven't caused me any significant problem for real, and I let her sister in, right? I would definitely let my problematic child in for a short period of time. They've been probably a short lease, but I would definitely let them in. And like I said, that's just me and my household. Everybody can feel different because some people can't be around that they love their kids, but their kids is just like them. Like I know one of my kids is just like me, right? And I know that if it came to an issue, me and that one we're gonna butt heads. You know what I'm saying? That one we're gonna butt heads at the end of the day. So, and I know that because she's my twin, right? So I understand where she's coming from. And the one thing I can say about my daughters, though, even though we could have our ups and downs, we do have that mutual respect for one another because I have to look at my child as a parent and say that I understand where she's coming from her point of view. I may not like it as a parent, right? But I was her. And until it's not for her to see what I know she should see at this point in time. And so sometimes I just smile at my daughter because in my mind, yeah, it could be a form of problem or disrespect, but it's a fine line for that kind of greatness that I see in her. It's a fine line for my baby girl that I see in her, right? And so a lot of times, I let her rock because I don't want to kill that fire that makes her go. You know what I'm saying? And me and her talk about that, when we were on good terms. I talk to her about it all the time, like, you got to learn to hone that. She got a superpower. Like I said, you got a superpower, and it's gonna be problematic for the world. Your husband and me, your mom, it's gonna be problematic. I said you got to learn how to hone that energy that you have, right? That fire that's in your belly that when you want to, you want to go out towards people, you got to learn how to hone that to make it work for you. And I told her it's going to take time. And I always tell my daughter this: don't burn the bridges that's going to help you later. you're not going to understand that now. But the people that are close to you and being patient with you, right? You're going to have to learn how to tone it down to get what you want, and then be able to use that energy and direct it towards something more positive for yourself. Because that was me. That was me. EB said, and if parents multiple kids are honest, you love all of them, but don't always like all of them. Very true. Very true. I think parents love you. You love your kids differently. If I had to say right now, real talk, my parents love my brother more than me. I don't have a problem with that. I understand why. I knew that as probably when I was about 13 or 14, maybe about 15 years old. I understood that he would get things or get away with things. People say because he's younger. Yeah, maybe nephew, but I'm gonna say this real talk. Hey, Chrissy. Um, no, I would say definitely for real. I was the one that pushed the button. I was the one that was gonna have you up late at night wondering what the hell I done. And if I came in, 15 minutes or 30 minutes late, I never did no 2 or 3 hours, but I was the one that would always push the limits. So when it came to, you know, a parent wanting to talk to one, I'm going to challenge my parents. I'm going to challenge what they said. I'm going to say, but you said this, but this. My brother, like, okay, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, okay, no problem. And they just always ask me, why the hell you do that? He said, because I think I beat the hell out of you. I didn't want to get beat. So I was like, that make a lot of sense because he saw me. And when I say my parents beat me, I deserve every beating, So don't think I was child abuse. None of that. My parents whooped me, okay? They whooped me on my legs. And, if I put my hands back there, your hands probably got popped and you got whooped on your butt, right? But that was never at any point, it was child abuse. And, a couple of times that my dad probably went into my chest, I deserved it. You know what I'm saying? So I was never, don't nobody get it twisted about my parents were bad parents when it came to discipline me. They did what had to be done. That's why I'm still here. If it wasn't what they did when I was a kid, right, I wouldn't be here today. I'd probably be dead or in jail somewhere. So I had very great parents as far as rearing me and bringing me up, and I needed every bit of that. And the next level for me was going into the military. So I can say this today, and I said it even back then, even though I didn't agree with my parents, and I still some stuff I don't agree with what they did when I was a kid, but I understood why they thought they had to do what they had to do to me when I was a kid. You see what I'm saying? So being a grown man and having your own family, you respect the tough decision a parent has to make. Yeah, the younger kids are treated differently. Nephew, with your brothers and sisters, I know you have step brothers and sisters. Are they treated different than you? Are you treated different than them?
Yes and no.
What the hell that mean, sir?
Well, I'm the youngest on my step side, so yeah, I get the youngest treatment.
Okay.
But as far as with things that were done, no.
Hey, Deborah.
No.
Hey, Tangy.
Okay. My stepmom, she didn't when we was all in the house. Like, of course, it's implied when we all have to do our own thing or we around other people that we step. But when we all in one house, it ain't no step nothing. You feel me? So we all applied each other and we kept each other to that standard. Yo, that's my brother and sister. That's my mom. When my mama not here or when my mama is here, she my stepmom. She my sibby. You feel me? And that's just how it is with us on that side of the family. Now, on my birth mama side, I'm the only kid. So for me, it was culture shock at first, and then it was understanding who you with. And with my stepside, no, man, they didn't. The only difference in stuff was the older got older kids treatment versus the younger getting younger kids treatment. But as far as the stuff was applied, not at all.
Wow. Thanks for the roses there, Miss. She's new to the show, Love 54. Thank you so much. She sent us 3 roses. Thank you. Where are you chiming in from, Miss Love 54? That's good info right there, nephew. If you guys could lock into the Joe Liker Show, we're your favorite eating ride on social media. We appreciate you guys locking in with us. We got 2.7 likes. Chrissy gonna get in my ass, so I'm gonna say it today. today. Thanks everybody. Yesterday we hit 20,000 likes. Now, I know for a fact that Chrissy probably put in half of them. So what we're gonna ask y'all to do to work y'all fingers right now, okay? Y'all go ahead and hit that like button so Chris is not sitting there trying to get us 20,000. Because I know she be sitting up, be hitting that button. I know Sharpie hitting that button in town. I need all our new people hit that like button a little bit, okay? I know a lot of people did. So thank you so much, Chrissy, for the work as a moderator that you do on our show. She moderates the show. She works really, really, really hard, making sure that we filter out the bad people, and she encouraged you guys to follow the show and things like that. So Chrissy, as a co-host, baby girl, for the social media show of Joe Lockett, thank you so much for everything you do. And all my other moderators that we have out there, we have a few more moderators. Chrissy is probably more vocal one that comes onto the show and do things, but we have people that's monitoring the show in the background to make sure we keep out the real crowd. So thank you everyone so much for what
put some respect with Chrissy for real. She the leader.
Oh yeah, Chris is the H. She's the H. She the SH. You know what I'm saying? That's what she do. So we'll definitely appreciate how she promotes this show. She texts me or call me. Hey, bro. She texted me yesterday 20,000. You ain't saying that. What's up? She said we got the 20. I told people to give the 20. I got the 20, and you ain't even recognize it. So like I said, before Chrissy comes to this phone and bust my ass, right? Let me make sure I give her a props and said thank you yesterday for what we did. Because I looked at my phone, man. It was late last night when I realized that she had texted me. I was like, oh, she's gonna kill me. So I hit her today and said thank you so much, right? So y'all, we have 4.9. We have 5 right now. So again, don't let Chrissy fingers be doing all the work. It's really simple. It's free to hit the like button. The more you guys hit the like button and share, the more people come onto this live feed. And our show is one of those genuine shows, y'all. I'm not sitting there taking off my clothes, sitting here with some fruit, doing something provocative to try to get your attention. We have a stimulating conversation about entertainment news and relationships and different things we're doing in our lives. That's what Nephew and I and Denise and Ebony and all the other guests that we have come on our show, the people that chat in the chat rooms come in our show. And we thank you guys so much each and every day for doing those things for us. And if you guys want to see the whole show, right? Because on TikTok, you just get to see me. But you can go to YouTube, you can go to Facebook, Joe Lockett Show, and you can see the whole show where Nephew is there and I'm there too. You can see the studio and everything. If you're on TikTok, you just see me. But if you go to our other shows, also you can listen to Spotify. If you miss it, you can go to Spotify and click on Joe Lockett Show, and you get all our shows that you're missing. You can listen to all our shows there, or we watch the shows on YouTube or Facebook. And Tams actually, she sent me a couple of screenshots where she actually, when she's at home and she has time, she actually casts us up, Nephew, on her TV at home, and she's watching us on the TV at home. And what I love about Tam, she told me, she said, I let all the commercials play so y'all can get paid. You hear what I said, Nephew? She let all the commercials, she said, I just let it play in the background because, on our show, we get paid. So if you're just watching our show and the commercial plays all the way through, our show, the YouTube or Facebook, they pay us a little money off there. So, not saying you guys got to do that, but I need to give Towns recognition for actually doing that also. So thank you guys. I see so many people helping us out in so many ways, building this platform. So, and Erica, okay, Erica says she does that too. Erica, thank you so much then. For everybody that does that, man, and watch this thing and let the commercial play all the way through. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are contributing to the show in your own special way. And I say, people knowing the game and understand it, right? Those are simple things you can do to help the creators that you like, right? Let the commercials play all the way through, when you're watching their shows. That helps, of course, it pays the platform, but it also helps help us, the creators, to do this kind of thing, right? Because they do pay us at the end of the month. So those are small things you can do at no cost. So I'm just educating the audience, not just for me, but when you're watching some of the other favorite creators and you see a commercial pop up, let it play all the way through. That'll help them out. All right. And if you subscribe to our show, you send us stars on Facebook, that helps contribute to the show, 99 cents or $1, something like that. Because something, I always told people, once we get 1 million followers and everybody sends us $1, Nephew, how much money do we have?
$1 million?
Yeah, $1 million. You know what I'm saying? It's really that simple. So if everybody does, because see, what now we have like 11,000 people, right? If all 11,000 people did just a little bit of work, this show will be off to the races. So that's what I tell everybody. Whatever creator you're watching, not just the Joe Lockett Show, if you're part of that circle or that creators shows, whatever they're doing, do what you can. And it's very simple to help them succeed. And if you're doing something, when I see you on there, I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to let your stuff play. I'm going to watch behind you if I'm on social media to see your show. That's the platforms make money, right, off of what we do because they can get advertisers. They pay us some of the money because we're creating content for their platform. So they pay us some of the money from the advertisers that play under your content. It's like being on TV, right? They put a commercial on your show and you get paid a little bit of money from it. So thank you guys for that. That's why I say hit the like button, because the more you hit that like button, the algorithm, wherever we are on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram or whatever, the algorithm sends out, sends your stream out to more people once you hit a certain number within the algorithm of likes. If you share so many, right, the algorithm will trigger and it'll send your thing out to more people, because a lot of times if you got 11,000 people, you probably only hitting 2 or 3,000 maybe on TikTok, right? But the more people are interacting, the more people are going to share, the more the algorithm does it. So just a little bit, a small class for anybody that's a creator out there or anybody who wants to help our show. That's how you can help us out, right? So we appreciate you guys, though. So when everybody's doing their small part while we're entertaining y'all, while y'all at home or at work, right? If you're doing that small part, you guys are helping us to be able to do more and to be able to travel and to buy more equipment to get better visuals, better cameras and stuff like that. So all the stuff you guys are doing, when you do stuff like that, it helps the show. Just little small things. Like I said, understand, I'm not selfish. I'm saying for whatever creator that y'all rock with, man, do that for them and teach other people how to do that for other creators too. And I hope other creators are doing the same thing for me, right? Because we do this, but we do this because, of course, we want to make money, but we're doing this because we love it, right? That's why Nephew does what he does. That's why I do what I'm doing. And that's why we're putting on shows and everything, because I love being in radio. I love talking to people. But of course, everybody want to get paid at some point, right? So these platforms pay us. So that's why we try to put on a great show up every day, same bat time, same bat channel, dress up, get in front of the cameras and do a show. It's not easy as we make it look, but we make it work, and we spend a lot of money on equipment. If you guys seen the equipment that we spend, right, Nephew? We spend a lot of money on equipment around here, right? When things break, you have to pay for that stuff, right? But no complaints. I love it, and thank you guys for watching the show. All right, guys, let's get back into it. What's going on, Gail? So what we was talking about before I deviated to that little diatribe there, but before I deviated, 42 minutes after the album, you guys locked into your favorite evening ride. Red Castile, thank you for the flowers. I appreciate it. Thank you for the roses. Thank you. I want to talk about this other thing when we come to relationships, when we come to your kids. Nephew, are you putting your mom into a nursing home?
Maybe.
Okay. What if she said she don't want to go into a nursing home?
I told her she ain't got no right to ask. I told both of my parents that. I was like, hey, it's just me. And if I ain't running around with like 2 other kids and I'm gonna have to take care of you, I told them outright, I'm not wiping you. I'll pay somebody to do it. Like that's one thing I'm not doing.
So let me ask y'all this question. Do you think your kids, even though you don't want to go into a nursing home, but you may not be able to take care of yourself, do you think it's right if your kids put you into a nursing home?
They don't want to go, but then again, I also explain to them, I'm gonna make sure you all right. I ain't finna, you feel me, get somebody that's gonna be negligent, especially if you like Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is the extreme, but that's one where I don't want anybody like bothered with them, so I would do it. But like, say for instance, if it's like your bodily fluids is kind of going out, I'm gonna have to pay somebody to do that, and they gotta clean.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the only extreme case.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got a question from one of my listeners, and I wasn't sure that I was going to talk about it, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about it today. I have a listener that wrote me 2 days ago. I go to the nursing home. It's challenging caring for an elderly. I mean, I would go to a nursing home too, for sure. I don't have a problem going to a nursing home. Just put me in a nursing home with women. With some women in it. I'm cool. We'll make it work. You know what I'm saying? I'm Joe Lockett. I'll be okay wherever I am.
Will you know it's women now?
I would hope, I told my daughters, just make sure there's women where I am. and I'm gonna be okay. Cause I'm gonna get around that wheelchair. I'm gonna be buzzing around Miss Lucy room and Miss Erica room. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how
Oh,
y'all doing?
hopefully they send you the one where it's a little bit more, you know what I mean, free, and they don't just lock you down. That crap seems
You
good.
know, see, this is my thing. My trust is gonna take care of me. I'm not leaving it up to my kids.
Ah,
My my trust is gonna take care of me, right? So I'm gonna be one of the best. Matter of fact, I just upped my insurance policy today, right? So, the things that I got set up, and I took care of some things for, if something happens to me or whatever. So my trust is going to be taking care of Joe Lockett. I am not going to be leaving it all up to my daughters to make sure that I'm good. I'm going to reinsure that I'm going to be somewhere that I want to be and I can afford it. So, and that's on me. Let me see. Eric, I've looked into long-term care insurance because I don't want to be a burden. Yeah, that's me, right? I'm not going to be a burden to my kids. I don't think, my kids owe me anything. Nobody owes me anything. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's my job as a man, not just as a parent, as a husband. It's my job to make sure that I'm good. That's my responsibility. Like it's my kids' job to make sure they're good. If my wife's job is to make sure that it's my job, if she's my wife, to make sure she's good, but also to make sure that if things not in place, that she's good. She needs to make sure she take care of herself. I think everybody, when it comes to this life thing, especially over 50, like I always say, we got 20 to 30 years left, y'all. We gotta make sure we're good. I talk about that a lot on this show. And a lot of people don't want to get those things in order, but I'm going to continue to talk about this because it's very important to me that my listeners are thinking and setting up things. What does it look like when you pass away, right? Is the house, who's it going to? Is it paid off? Do you have enough insurance to cover those things, right? We got to have that conversation. Which one of your kids is going to make sure things are in order, or is you going to have things done from a lawyer and things are going to be split up, right? Because what you don't want is fighting at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? What's supposed to happen, right? You don't want your house and things to be held in probate court. So you need to make sure you got things set up, and I keep telling y'all this, to make sure you got things set up so your kids are not having to pay taxes. Your kids are not having to go through a court to get what's rightfully theirs. There are certain things in city and states that you need to check on, right? To make sure that if you're leaving them a house, leaving them a car, you're leaving them money, that there are no taxes due on at the end of the day. Hey, nephew, can you turn your volume down? Thank you, man, because your volume is killing right there. It's a huge backfire. So just make sure you guys got things in order. I can't make grown folks do nothing, but I will continue to preach this on my show to make sure that you got your will right in place. You sit down and talk to your kids. I know people don't want to talk about the finite of what's going to happen at the end of the day, but Father Time is undefeated. At some point, everybody who you care about need to know what you want to be done. It need to be put in a video, given to a lawyer. Just things like check with your state, because every state is different on what can and cannot be done. And talk to what you call it, it's tax attorney, or no, it's estate attorney. You need to talk to an estate attorney. And a state attorney will tell you how you need to set up your estate. No matter whether you got a little bit or you got a lot, but you don't want people having to pay money to get what you want just to give to them. You know what I mean? So there's some of the things you need to think about. That was my grandmother's funeral. She didn't have her will probated. It was a mess. Yeah, because it's funny how when somebody has something that that's financial, and most families, I don't care how y'all feel about that, but in most families, everybody think they're entitled to mama or dad or grandmama's, granddaddy's money, cars, whatever that's valuable. But it's mighty funny how y'all ask when grandmama, mama, dad, or granddaddy didn't have something and they need money. Y'all don't feel y'all either don't come to the funeral or y'all find a way not to say, well, I ain't in position to do something right now. But you always find your way to the funeral or to the estate closing if you think it's something there for your sorry ass. And I'm saying that, and I don't care because there's a lot of sorry, mother suckers out there when it comes to they smell money and they can get something for nothing, and then you want to sit there and fight with folks knowing that you damn well don't deserve it for what they left, and they leave it to your hands. I'm just saying, for a fact, and nobody, you deserve nothing because you're the brokest sibling. Let me say that again. Can I say? Can the people in the back hear me? You don't deserve anything because you're the one doing the worst when somebody dies with money. Okay? Can you guys listen to what the hell I'm saying? Because I get tired of saying this in families. People think because you're broken, you screwed up your life, and because grandmama, granddad, or mom and daddy, left some money, that you deserve the most because everybody's supposed to feel sorry for you. Because it don't work like that. Because a lot of times the ones that screwed up was the ones in jail. They bailed your ass out. They did a whole lot of stuff for you that they didn't do for the other ones that they didn't have to do. But somehow your ass think that you're entitled to more because people have some kind of empathy or sympathy for your sorry choices in life. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You're grown. Take care of yourself. If you're sitting at a wheel reading and nobody calls your name, be okay with that. Let me say that again. Your mama and your daddy don't owe you their wealth. They don't owe you a house. They don't owe you a car. They don't owe your ass a damn pencil. They owe you nothing. If they choose to leave you something, be happy about it. But you don't deserve nothing. If you're taking care of your parents and they leave you nothing, you don't deserve nothing. You did that out of the kindness of your heart. Okay? If you didn't want to do it out of the kindness of your heart, don't do it. Grown folks don't owe other grown people nothing. Can y'all please understand what I'm saying? Because y'all know that I'm saying this, but I'm gonna get some of these amens in the thing. Y'all understand what I'm saying. People think that somebody deserves something or you owe something because I'm the oldest or I'm the youngest, or that was my mama and I did this and I was there when you wasn't there. They did this. Why were you at mama's house taking care of her? What was your life? Did nobody tell you to mess up your life and have to live at home with mama? Did nobody tell you to leave your husband or your wife so you can go home and take care of mama? That was your choice. That was your choice. Mama didn't have her stuff together. Mama husband left her, or mama husband passed, or whatever the case may be. That ain't got nothing to do with us that got a life. That doesn't mean you get everything, bro. That doesn't mean you get everything, sis. You see what I'm saying? And if you don't leave me nothing, I'm still cool with it. See, I don't care if I give a damn my parents leave me 2 cents or leave me a pencil or leave me nothing. They gave me life. It's up to Joe. I can do what he want to do with his life. My mom and daddy, they still living, but they have told me this many times. I don't know why the hell they say, because it gets on my damn nerve. We ain't leaving you nothing. I never asked you to. I never asked you to. I don't give a damn if you leave me nothing. I don't need you. For the parents who think that their kids are waiting for them to die, I don't need you to leave me nothing. What I would prefer you do is spend time with me while you're here. The most valuable thing a parent can give to their kid is time and wisdom. Your assets and your money in your house, I could give a damn about that. I know how to do that myself. And I wish I could get that through. I wish I could have gotten that through my parents, thinking. Their thinking was different, right? For whatever reason, they think people want to take their money. And I'm like, what money? You really don't have a lot of money. You're doing okay, but you ain't balling like that. So why would I want that? Like I have told and I said this many times to my parents. I told them, whatever that you may have given me or you think about giving me or my kids, don't. Give it to Goodwill, give it to the church, give it to the homeless man on the street. I don't want it. If you don't spend time with me and we can't communicate, don't leave me nothing. I'm good. I'm not coming to the funeral. You don't need to come to mine, right? That's just where I am with this, because I don't get off on a tangent about who's leaving who what. If you leave somebody something, you leave it to them. If you don't, you don't. Move on. We all grown. What's up, Penny? Appreciate it. Everybody said, you're right. But you know something? Y'all believe in what I'm saying, but a lot of people don't rock with this way. Y'all know how these families go at the end of the day. They don't think like that. Now, let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, this here, when it comes to your kids, because I kind of want to do things with the parents and the kids today on the Joe Lockett Show. With it being 54 minutes after the hour. Now, mom and daddy, how do I say this? Because I told you the situation that I'm dealing with. Do you disassociate yourself with your child if they're dealing with somebody that you don't care for? Hey, Rocky Mountain, how you doing? Long time no see. Do you disassociate yourself with your child, mamas and daddies on our show? If they're dealing with somebody that you don't care for, but they love them. Let me say this again, mamas and daddies. Do you disassociate yourself with your kids? If your daughter's dealing with a man that you disagree with, or your son is disagree with a woman, I mean that you don't like that he's dating, do you disassociate yourself with them as a parent? Nephew, would you do it? I ain't seen Rocky Mountain in a while. What's going on, Rocky?
You disassociate with my kid?
Uh-huh.
No, but it's also never that deep for me.
Mm.
Yeah, if they gonna mess up, they gonna mess up. But I don't have no kids, so it's kind of hard for me to be like, ah. So
Right.
But I
So
it never happened
how
to
do
me.
you? Okay, so let me ask you all this: how do you save your kids? Because I have a friend of mine, and she's going through this with her daughter, and she can't stand her boyfriend. Stand it. Woo! I'm telling you, she can't stand this dude. And the daughter takes up for her boyfriend at every crook and cranny when her mom is talking to her about it. And she's at wit's end on talking to her daughter, right? And she's just saying, I'm done. As long as she's with him, I don't think I can have a relationship with my daughter. I'm asking the women in my audience, can you guys please come on and talk to me? Because I think she's listening to the show. I'm not for sure. I told her I was going to talk about this today. Can you please give some advice? I don't know what to tell her. If parents, you've been through this, can you guys chime in and share this video out there? If you got a daughter, you love her, and she loves her daughter, but she can't stand the guy she's dating. And every time she tried to, tell her daughter something, y'all know how that goes, right? The daughter is defending her man, standing by her man. Not married.
I mean, but is it a real reason, or she just don't like the dude?
She don't like the dude because number one, she feels that her daughter is taking care of him way too much, and the ideas that he's planting in her head is not beneficial for what she's doing. Right? He's putting things in her head, and I'm not going to get into all of it, but anti government, religion, so and so and so. It's like he's getting her into like a cult like situation. So what would you do as moms, dads? What would you do if you find yourself in this situation? Do you disassociate yourself with your daughter and let her learn to bump her head? Or is there a way to reach her? Because I don't know. All right, this is Pro Life. So let me read some of y'all comments, and if you guys want to come on and tell me about it, chat about it, let me know. So let me go back and
Yeah,
put
I
the
ain't
top
want
here.
to speak on this because I don't like my response.
You can tell them, but they don't listen till something happens. Let them know that if something goes down, they can reach out. Okay, says Yolanda. Yukunda Watkins says you must let it play out and be there when her daughter comes to her. Okay, Yolanda says she's an adult, she'll figure it out. Gail says I will continue to talk to my child, but it's far in talking to that person. I would choose my time. Okay. Other woman stays on TikTok. Keep talking to them, sending positive messages. I share wisdom with my daughter when I can. Red says, as much as you talk against him, she's going to want him more. Exactly. That's one of my thoughts. Charles says, no advice is going to help unless your daughter feels like take his mom advice. I agree with that. Rocky, what's going on, baby girl? So you working your ass off, huh? Nah, just keep coming around and annoying the blip off out of the man. Wow, petty. Not necessarily disassociate, but I would fall back. No, you have to be there for them. Praying for your child. It's not my child. But for that child, it's not my daughter. Wow. Nephew said he has nothing to say. I love my daughters, but as a man, I'm probably gonna have a slightly different take than the women on the show today. I really am. I would tell my daughter, right? And I probably take her out to lunch or dinner and we would have a talk. And I gotta be real with my daughter. I'm just a real guy, right? So the conversation I would have with my daughter, one is 30 and the other is 21 right now, that I love you. I love you more than life itself. Your baby. But because you're an adult, you're free to choose who you want to be with, how you want to be with them. But as your father, I can't be around and watch this man mistreat you or take you in a direction that I disagree with. I'm here for you, right? But as far as you and him, I'm gonna have to pull back. If you need to talk to me, I'm here. If something goes wrong, the door is open, right? But the guy that you're with and the things that you're doing, I just don't think is good for the path for you. If you got kids, whatever, it's good for you. That's just my choice, baby girl. That's what I see as a man. But you got to make your own choice. As long as this man don't disrespect you in front of me, as long as he comes to my house and he shows you respect, and he shows my house respect, you're welcome. But at any point in time, if this dude goes against those things, my principles that I stand on, right? He is no longer welcome in my house. Now, you're always welcome. But of course, I understand you're going to rock with your man. It's a choice you have to make. As your father, I would say the door is always open to you. But to the dudes you're with, it is not. He's buying his time. Now, in time, he may change. But for right now, I don't like him. As a father, that's what I would do to my daughters. If she was dating a dude, whatever. There was a situation, I probably told this on the show, man. One of my cousins, I watched this play out. One of my cousins dated a kingpin, drug dealer, back in the early 80s. And I watched my auntie and her father. They were not married, they got a divorce early on. But, father, my uncle was in her life, all the time. Of course, she did with mom. And, she got with that fast money. And, of course, now she know more than anybody. She riding around in fancy cars, fancy clothes, blundering in everybody's face. But the guy that she's dating is a kingpin. So when he got angry, or he didn't like something that she said or did or she wore, we on social media, so I can't say it, but y'all know what he did, right? So one day, for the first time, right, phone call comes, and her dad goes to the hospital and sees his daughter, my cousin. He loses it, right? Go looking for the dude, right? And altercation happens, blah, 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 blah. After everything's over with, the dad, talks to his daughter and said, leave this man. Now, the first time she went to the hospital, jaw, so on and so forth. Pays for all the bills, apologizes, right? Of course, what my cousin do, she goes back. This continued to happen, and it was an up and down thing, man. Watching my auntie cry, watching my uncle, knowing that he got another daughter that he can't stop her from doing, but he cannot stop showing up. I watched this happen. One night we got a phone call. My cousin went to the hospital. She never left the hospital. The next time I seen my cousin, he was at the funeral. That was tough. My auntie never ever recovered from that. My auntie never recovered from that. Her and her daughter fought. My cousin, they fought like cats and dogs, but she loved her daughter. She loved her daughter. They got into physical fist fights. She knocked her mama down. Her mama knocked her down. Right? She loved her daughter. If you would have seen me, you wouldn't have thought that. But man, when she lost her baby, real talk, y'all. No one ever, I ain't gonna say ever, but we very rarely saw my auntie come out. She stopped answering the phone. She stopped going places. And the daughter that she had, she was tough to even for her daughter, my other cousin, to connect with her mom, because the part I didn't tell y'all was my cousin that passed away left a son behind. And guess who wound up taking care of the son? My auntie. So every time she saw that son every single day, guess what? I think, if I'm not mistaken, he was either, I think he was under 10 or a little bit over 10 years old when all that happened. And so she raised him. So with that being said, y'all, make your choices wisely, right? Because still to this day, I don't have an answer for what could have been done better. Well, because you couldn't reach her. The money, the drugs, the lifestyle. Nobody tell my cousin anything. Beautiful, smart, intelligent, all of that. And she passed away in the 80s. Now, that guy, he's in jail now still. Not for that. He was in jail because of, the lifestyle that he lived. But, yeah. Seeing my family go through that right there kind of shake me a little bit. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that had that happen in their life. So that is what it is, y'all. Let's see here. We're about to reach 20,000, y'all. I appreciate that. It is very heartbreaking. That story, even though when I do tell it sometimes, I told it on radio a couple of times, I told it here, it still brings me back to the moment when I see my auntie. My uncle, he lived out of state. He lives out of state now. But he always, whatever he was, he would come back, right? And it took everything in his fiber, I'm sure, not to go get himself in trouble because of the situation his daughter got himself into. So parents got to be very careful when you're in those situations with your kids. You got to be careful because those things can cause the parent to lose their home, their livelihood, or their life dealing with your kids. And one thing I remember my parents always telling me, right? I would never allow you, I'm not bailing you out of jail. I'm not putting my house up for collateral for you if you do something stupid. That's one thing I knew, my brother knew, that my parents was not going to, if we did something stupid, it was going to play out. They was not going to put their livelihood up to get us out of jail. I knew that as a kid. So again, be careful for the parents out there that want to be there for your kids, right? To each his own, because you love your kids. But that's a 1,000% true story, and it ended badly. My auntie died, I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago, right around my divorce. So in 2019 is when my auntie passed away. And when I went to the hospital, I hadn't seen my auntie in probably 10 years. I hadn't seen her in person. They said she wouldn't come to the door. She wouldn't answer the phone. I think only her daughter and her grandson probably, seen her. Nobody had really saw her. Then when I saw her, it was in a hospital bed, and I did get a chance to see her living. I gave her a hug. Did I see her? No, I didn't. No, I did not see her when she was in the hospital. I did. When I saw my auntie, I was going to see her that day, nephew. I was going to see her that day, and she passed away that morning. And so when I went to go see my auntie that day, when I got there, she had passed away. She was still in her room. And I don't know if anybody have ever touched someone that's no longer here. I leaned over to kiss my auntie. She was gone, and her body was like, it's kind of clammy, but she wasn't there anymore. And she just didn't look like my auntie anymore. So be very careful, y'all out there with your kids and the decisions that you make, right? Do the best you can as parents, make the decisions that you think is best for your kid, because you know your kids and I don't. Just thought I'd share that story with you guys. Hopefully that helps somebody and not bring the show down too much, but hopefully that helps somebody. Real talk. Everybody has their pain, everybody has their own true stories, but make sure that you do what's best for you, your family, and your kids. And don't let your kids bring you down. Do what you can to help them, but at the end of the day, don't let them bring you down. Because you still got to live your life, just like your kids have to live their life at the end of the day. You're welcome, Shaw. Man, as you can say, we reached 20,000. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Wow, we reached 20,000 before 5:30. Oh my God, how cool is that? And let me put this thing back in here, this internet phase, because if I don't put this internet phase back in here, y'all will be blinking on and off again. All right, here we go. Hey, pull it out. Nephew, you still there, man?
Yep.
What you think about the story?
What you mean? I'm kind of lost.
I said, what you think about it? Thank you, Erica, for the roses.
I mean, it's a cautionary tale. I hate that happened.
Have you had something like that happen in your family?
Say what?
Have you had something like that happen in your family?
Not at all.
No, not at all. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. All right. Now, moving on, y'all. I got another topic that I do want to talk about. Child support. Nephew, child support. Child.
What's up with you and all these kid topics? Lord.
Well, you got a topic you want to talk about? Go ahead.
No. my topic is nothing but stupid. But I mean, yeah.
Hey, I got plenty of topics. If there's topics anybody else want to talk about, right? If there's anything anybody else want to talk about on the show today, yes, child support. But if there's topics that somebody want to talk about on the show today, go ahead and put it out here. I'll put it out here because nephew. Okay. Eric said those are real relationship issues. Those are things that should be discussed. That's what I'm thinking. But again, if there's something else,
discuss it. I didn't say y'all can't. I just won't have nothing to say on it. I have no kids.
All right. Well, actually, you do. Actually, you do, because you are you grew up in a single parent house.
Okay.
So you would have something to say. But I'm going to talk about child support, y'all. I know of a couple of situations where when it comes to child support, let me ask you this. Ladies, I want y'all to be real with me. Hit the like button, share the video out there. I really want to know the question to these ladies. Should you put your baby daddy on child support if he's a good dude and you think he's going to pay? Should you put your baby daddy on child support? Yes or no? If you think he's a good dude, should you put him on child support? It's one thing I want to know. Should you put him on child support?
If you think she's a good dude, child support should
If
be
he,
popping up. But
if you know this dude and you know you think he's gonna rock with him regardless of your age, right? Should you put him on child support? Erica said, in Georgia, you have no choice. Okay. Emma says no. Lady J says yes. Emma said, if he's already providing half. Okay. Here, this is the question. Okay. Sure. I got $14 for 2 kids. $14. What the hell is that?
I have
Is
no
that,
idea.
She said, is that $14 that I'm reading, y'all? For 2 kids? I don't know about baby daddies, but in divorce, that's the judgment. Okay. No, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, if he's providing financial support and it's fair. Okay. The situation that I want to talk about here, and it happened to my friend. I'm glad it happened to her, man, because I told her don't do this crap. The dude that she was dating, this is what I don't want to tell you the story, ladies and gentlemen, when I come to child support. Charlotte says you get $14 once a month. Oh my God. Wow. What state you live in? If he's providing for the kids, no. Okay. And the reason why I'm asking is because, you know, sometimes a man can be providing for a while, but then he get in a relationship, he's not able to provide so much because he's in a relationship where he may have a kid with someone else, right? With those things being in mind, do you think it's more safe to go ahead and put him on child support so you know exactly what you're getting, so it doesn't, you know, decrease from what you know that the normal lifestyle, the lifestyle you're used to? On shots in Chicago. Okay, here's the situation that happened for a friend of mine, right? And y'all tell me what you think when it comes to child support, because she was being, in my humble opinion, I think she was being greedy. My man, you know, has a decent job. He's working well, but she didn't put him on child support. He said, let's not do that. We don't have to go through the system. I'll put the kids on my health care, right? I'll take care of that. I take care of half of the daycare, right? And he was giving her, I think for 2 kids, I think he was giving her I think like $1,200, $1,300 a month in child support. Right? And she was cool with that until he got a girlfriend, nephew, and she had kids, right? And she said, I want more child support. If you can take care of girlfriend and kids, you can give me more money for our kids. Here's the caveat here. She had the kids 3 days a week. He had the kids, no, she had the kids 4 days a week. He had the kids 3 days a week. Okay, so I think she had the kids like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. He had the kids on Thursday, Friday, whatever. But they was basically splitting up the time. Okay? I ain't gonna tell y'all, they went to child. Y'all tell me what do y'all think? Do y'all think he was fair in that? I want to know the question. Do y'all think he was fair?
Yeah, more than fair.
He was giving her $1,200 a month, paying for health insurance, and giving her half if there was anything like with child. They were old, it wasn't child care, but you know, if they had like, you know, soccer or whatever, he was gonna have it, right? It was that fair. Do y'all think he was doing the right thing? Ladies just say he was fair. No, I don't think that's right. She's being greedy. Okay, I thought she's greedy. I took care of them on my own. So I said, the court system date, right? Yeah, the court system out. Yes, I think it's fair. Okay. Everybody saying they think it's fair. Okay, but there's y'all ladies out here that say that's not fair. If he got money for somebody else's kids does not give, they going on a trip, they doing this, you need to give me more money. Ladies, let me tell y'all, for y'all a jealous ass that's out there doing dumb stuff and standing on your man page and stand in your baby daddy's relationship more than you in your own relationship. She went to court. And the judge heard what he was doing and heard the whole situation. Nephew, what you think happened?
Put her on child support.
That $1,200 a month.
Now she got to pay it.
She had to start paying $6 because the judge said that the kids is spending half time with you and half time with him. He had to keep paying everything else, but she lost $600 because, and then my boy said she cut up and said, well, if he got money for this, and the judge said, what he does after he take care of his kid ain't got nothing to do with you, ma'am.
Period.
You're here for being greedy. You're here because you don't want to see this man move on with his life. This man is doing more than most men do with child support. You're doing nothing, and he only got kids. He only got the kids half of the time, but he's paying over what he would normally pay for child support for you. He said, for to be fair by the law, we're gonna cut that in half because they're spending half of the time with you, which both y'all agree. He said, I asked you, are you sure that they spending this amount of time with you and this amount of time with you, right? She said, yes, sir. She thought that was whatever. The judge said, since y'all are doing that, you need to pay half. You need to pay half. See, ladies, you been in your man's life about his girlfriend and boyfriend. Let me tell you something about child support. Child support is his kid, not your ass. Okay? Whatever the law says he needs to pay, that's all the law will make him pay. That man could be going to Paris, the Philippines, Jerusalem, or whatever with his girlfriend. If he's meeting with the law that he needs to pay according to his pay, that is what it is. And can I say this sometimes to y'all ladies? I'm a man. Sometimes, nephew, I don't think they're ready for this. Are you ready for this, nephew? Sometimes a man get with a woman that's better than you. Sometimes she's footing that bill and not him. Sometimes a man get with a woman that got way more than you got. You got his kid, but she got paper too. So now she's contributing to the trip, which you wasn't probably before. See, some of that stuff you don't want to hear, right? But when y'all see y'all boyfriends or your baby daddies doing better than y'all, he may be doing better than you because he stepped up a level better than you are or you were with him. That is what it is. Y'all figured out whether you that person or not. I'm not saying anything about anybody, but I'm just saying sometimes when this guy is dealing with somebody, he's dealing with somebody that is on another level than you are. She got her own game. She got her own car. She got her own money. She got her own timeshares that they can go to that she paid for every month. She got her own Range Rover or BMW. So when you see your husband riding around, you know, there are some guys that girl buy them a car. So ladies, stop worrying about what your baby daddy is doing and worry about what's on your paper, in your kitchen, in your household. Whatever the law says your baby daddy needs to do, nephew, I'm going to tell y'all ladies, stick right there. Because y'all spend so much time, well, if he's doing all this, I'm thinking about the child support because he needs to be paying more money. Really? I'm just saying, ladies, please make sure you understand where your man income is coming from and the lifestyle he's living. Understand where it's coming from because sometimes the man that you were dating or the man that you was married to married somebody that's on a financial level that's completely different than you. And you can't handle that. And you mess around and you get to court and you lose what you were getting by law. Now you're looking really crazy. Now you really mad. Now you're thinking the whole world is against you. Now you think you didn't pay enough to judge. But what really happened was your ass was greedy. You was reading your baby daddy's lifestyle instead of reading your own paper. Right? See, some of y'all don't. Y'all want y'all want your baby daddy to suffer. You want your baby daddy to be bitter, and you want your baby daddy not to do well. Right? Some of y'all ladies, and I'm being very honest with you, some of y'all no good behinds out there don't want that man to be with anybody besides you. If another woman is getting something you didn't get, you mad about it. And you know about it. And I'll ask y'all a question. How the hell y'all know so much about your baby daddy when y'all ain't dated for 2 or 3 years? What? Why? Why you keeping up with him? Emma says, my kid's dad said, if I put him on child support, he won't see the kids, but I provide everything. That's okay. Say it loud to the sisters in the back of the room. Hey, Miss Hanson. But I'm just being honest with y'all ladies, right? Sometimes y'all got a good thing, especially sometimes y'all got a good man that's doing way more than child support need to, because I'm gonna say there's a lot of good men out there that love their kids. They may not love you, but they love their kids. And this is another thing. Nephew, did this happen to you when you was growing up? I don't like this. Even when I was married, my ex-wife in the beginning used to do this. You would send your kids, right? It's real talk. Y'all need to share the part here and hit the like button right real quick. Hit the like button, right? Women send their kids to their daddy's house in the worst thing that they can so their daddy can buy them new clothes. Right? Each and every time. And every time, if they got the new shoes or whatever, new clothes, you would send your kid with the old stuff. You would send the kids with stuff that's old in their bags, right? In their clothing bags, so the dad have to buy them new stuff. And then the dad is buying the new stuff up and they want to take their kids out somewhere. This is what y'all sorry asses do. I'm telling you because I know for a damn fact. Y'all sorry. Some sorry women out there. The dad buy new clothes or his girlfriend buy new clothes. They bring them clothes home. A week later, 2 weeks later, when you get the kids again, you do the same thing again, right? You send that kid over there with stuff. And then it becomes, and then his dad starts saying, well, hell, I'm going to stop buying stuff. I'm just going to start buying stuff when you're here. Now the kid got clothes that they have when they're here, and dad tells him stop packing the bag. He got clothes at the house and shoes at the house that I bought for him. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the hell I'm talking about. Don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about right now, because y'all have to do this dumb stuff, right? Then you come back and take pictures of the kid when he leaves, and you take pictures of the kid when he come back home, and say the dad ain't doing nothing for him. Huh? This is what y'all do. This is what y'all do. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about, ladies. Then you try to say, I don't want him to see the baby daddy because the baby daddy ain't taking care of him. Now the man got to go out there and try to prove to the courts, because you with that BS, right? Knowing what he did. You kept all the clothes and sent that baby over there with the old clothes and worn out shoes that you bought. The good stuff you're wearing, let him wear to school, but every time the daddy pick him up, you send him over there with very little in the bag, or you have time to pack the bag, making all kinds of excuses. Right? Right? I see men, Erica, you're right. Men better keep receipts. Because again, women do this stuff and they really start to ramping up this kind of mess when they see him with a woman, another woman, and especially if another woman got kids. Because you don't want him spending his money on another woman and her kids, and you ain't getting none of it. I'm telling y'all something, man. That crap is so freaking wrong, ladies. That game that y'all play, that BS that y'all do to good dudes. I'm talking about the dudes that are doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? They buy stuff for their kids, the games, stuff like that, and they send it home with them because they want their kid to have that stuff. And then y'all sit there and you gatekeep. And then you act like you don't see the phone call, you won't answer the text message, you won't answer none of this stuff when that man asks you, why did you do this? You won't talk to that man again until you pick up that kid. Or you send your mama to come pick up the kid because you don't want to talk to him because you know you done wrong. You know, if I had some person buzz out there right now, some of y'all stop watching my show because you know it's your ass. See, ladies, some of y'all wrong about what the hell y'all be doing. Some of y'all ain't worth the piece of paper your name wrote on. I'm just being honest. All because you don't want your baby daddy to be happy and move on, and you ain't getting none of that money. You don't want to see another woman getting something that you think that you actually deserve, but you don't. And 9 times out of 10, if you're the woman that's doing this stuff, that's why y'all ain't together. Let me say this again. That is why y'all ass is not together, because of that. Tell me I'm lying. Tanisha says, okay, so you know what I'm talking about, right, Tanisha? Your husband, ex-wife would do that. Okay. Men better keep receipts. True. My ex-husband dealt with that, and I would be asking him about the issue. And here comes the problem. Your girl that you're with is mad, right? And as the man, I'm trying to explain to my girl that I'm with, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on. So now he got a problem not only with his kid and you, now he got a problem with the woman that he with. You causing all kind of problems in that man's household. And here's the thing about your sorry ass. You laughing and happy about it. Acting like you ain't did nothing. Man, some of y'all women, bro. I've seen some stuff, man. Some of y'all ain't about trash. And I know when I was married, my ex would be complaining about some things. She wasn't nasty about it. She wasn't that. But I was the cat that came in and said, don't worry about that, right? I got it. Because sometimes as a man, and when you get into a situation with a woman, you can look at a guy or look at the situation and understand that that guy probably just ain't got the money. He may be a good dude, but he ain't got the money, right? So if this is what I did, I told her whatever, he didn't do, I would do. Stop bothering the man about it, right? Because you being on the phone, screaming and hollering at him, making the situation worse is not going to get him to do anything more than what he can do or what he wants to do is what I told him, right? So whatever, whether it was milk or shoes or whatever, I would find a way to go ahead and take care of whatever I could, and then his grandmama would do the rest. So I told her, leave him alone. What wound up happening is, his mom talked to him and said, hey, that dude that's dating your baby mama is a good dude. If you don't handle your business, you're going to lose your child. Not to the court system, but to another man. This is what I'm telling y'all, right? I didn't say a word. I just did what I felt would need to be done for another dude. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to take his child. I wasn't trying to show that it was better than me or whatever. No. But I just know when you don't have, you don't have. A man that's going through whatever he was going through at the time, if you don't have it, even though you got a child, you don't have it. No matter how much a woman scream at your ass about it, if he ain't got it, he ain't got it. Women scream, well, if you weren't doing this, you weren't doing that, but still, even if he could have done better, but at that time you're screaming about it, you ain't got it. So my whole thing was, it's not jump on a bandwagon and make him look like a unfit dad or whatever she was trying to call him fit to be. I said, let's just take care of the problem. And when he wants to step back in and do what he need to go do, the door always be open for him. Till this day, I hadn't talked to him in probably about 2 or 3 years because, she'd have moved on and, she's married again. But the last time I talked to him, me and this guy was like this here. We were cool. I'm quite sure if I seen him now, we still cool. We went out to drink. We would hang out together when his birthdays and stuff like that. We would all celebrate stuff together. We were cool. But the one thing I can say, the relationship that my ex have with her baby daddy now is 100, I'm going to say 80% predicated on what I did years ago. Because I set a different tone. And men, we can do that. Sometimes men see these situations and jump on a bandwagon with the girlfriend or the wifey and, downplay the dude and he's bad, he ain't that. Sometimes, fellas, we just need to shut the hell up, okay? And do what's in the best interest of the child and leave the door open for their father, because we don't know what their father went through. We don't know what caused her situation with him and his situation with her. We have no idea. We can only go by the woman that's in front of us and we love her. We can go by her word, but that's three sides to a story. Her side, his side, and then the truth. It ain't in my interest to try to figure out which one, because I don't care. Only thing I care about right now is what we got to do for that kid or the kids that we have in front of us. That's the approach that I took. Let's see what you guys are saying. That's true because children grow up and formulate their own opinions. The child aren't stupid. 6 years later, I left. Unfortunately, he would just say he's doing it on purpose. Just ignore it. Let's see here. Someone said, everyone says, she's talking to Penny, they were smart. So, nephew, what do you think about that situation?
Which one?
About what some women are doing with their kids, sending them, over their baby daddy house, in their worst or play clothes, and sending them really good clothes and underwear with their kids, and making dad have to spend money when they go there, and then dad is sending back brand new clothes, brand new shoes. Then when she send them over there again, and it's in here, her or him over there next time, it's the same situation. What do you think about that?
I mean, simply put, sound petty. Sound major petty. But I mean,
Hey Jeff.
they I would say the dude know that when he messed around with the little girl. It was signs that showed that she was a petty person and that she probably
You
get
think
down like that.
so? You think so?
Yeah, I believe in signs, period. It's just whether or not you want to see them.
I think some women change, man, because they don't want their ex to move on, their baby dad to move on.
It probably seemed like they changed, but she had traits or qualities, or he or if it's a dude, he had traits or qualities that he did outside of you that would even lead up or be like, oh well, now that I analyze that, that makes sense. You didn't really switch up, you just showed your true colors.
Mm.
But you know what I
I'm
mean?
gonna
That sounds like
say,
a petty person.
I'm gonna say this. I think if you've been with somebody for a while, yes, you're gonna see something. Yes, I believe that. But you do have some good actors out there. But I do. If you've been with somebody more than 2 years, you're going to see it. I think it's not going to be that big of a surprise. If you've been with somebody for a short period of time, I don't know if you had if the ugly head had a chance to arise to show itself. So I'm not going to say always that and I think it really depends on how much time you can spend with that person. Now, anything over a year or two, you know that person, especially if y'all spending significant time together. You know that person because you're going to
I,
see how they treat other people.
I would say half a year. Shoot.
I
It
don't know.
depends on the time y'all spend because people do stuff outside of what they do with you. I get you. Like if we just meet and stuff, and I'm getting a feel of you, nah, I don't know how you is. I even
Uh-huh.
give it at least a month of meeting you. I don't know how you. I don't know you like that. But half a year to a year, if y'all consistently, you know what I mean, being around each other and stuff, you'll see patterns. It probably won't equal to what you think it is, but it'll make sense hindsight wise, at least in my opinion. But that's
This is
just for
what
me.
I say.
That's how I read people.
But this is what I say when I meet people. And ladies and gentlemen, if y'all on TikTok, Facebook, thank you for locking in. Hit the like button, hit the share button, follow button, wherever you follow us, Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. We thank you guys for locking into the Joe Lockett Show, your favorite evening ride here at 37 minutes after the hour. This is what I would say. And this is one of my go-tos when I'm talking to or I'm in relationship mode with somebody. I'm looking to be in a relationship. I look at a couple of things, right? And y'all tell me what y'all do to check people temperature or who they are. I look at what's their relationship if they have kids. No one. What's their relationship with their kids? What's their relationship with their parents? And then how many friends they actually have, especially if you're my age. For me, that tells me if all three is jacked up, I think you're jacked up. You probably jacked, something's wrong with you, right? Because it's very tough not to have a relationship with your parents, your kids, and no friends, right? And you meet them at the same time. I think that is a telltale sign that there's something else going on with you.
You think so?
If you, that's just me. If you don't have a relationship with your parents, you don't have a relationship with your kids, and you have no friends or very little friends, or you don't have a best friend or something like that, and you're at this age in your life, I'm going to say you're probably the problem, right? It's just me. Now, let me say this, because there are scenarios. Your parents could be passed away. Got it, right? But I'm just on the best case scenario. Your parents are still here. One of your parents are here. Your kids are here, and you still got friends, right? So you can come from a small town. These things do vary. I got it. But for the most part, right, these are things I look at. And then if, let's say there are happenstances around those three issues, I will look at how you are treated or you talk about people that you work with. I will look at that, right? Because At some point, I need to know how you associate yourself with other people, and do people like you or do you like them? That tells a lot for me. For me, that tells a lot. You see what I'm saying? I look at the man speaks about his exes.
But are people
Hey,
really telling the truth about that when they meet? Like you can lie about that
Erica,
in a
I gotta bring you in on this, Erica, because if you will, let me see, can I bring Erica? Because I really want to know what the hell you're saying when you say that. Because I think I'm gonna disagree with you.
What she say?
She said she look at a man how he talk about his exes. Hey, can you talk for a second?
Hey, Joey.
Hey, okay, so yeah, I can. I gotta ask you this question because you say you look at a man how he talk about his exes. What do you mean?
Yeah, like I've met men before, and with them, every woman that they've ever been with is crazy. She's insecure, or stuff like that. He's never showing like he had any accountability and how a relationship went bad. That's the problem for me. Like every woman you've ever been with is crazy and insecure.
Okay, so if I've been with, for me, I've been with, I think I've dated like three people since I've been in a divorce. And if you and I was trying to get to know each other, and I said, well, those three people were crazy and insecure, I would be a problem.
Yeah, because I would like to know, like, I think that with a lot of women, not all women, but with a lot of women, when they're insecure or they're acting out, they're reactionary. They're doing something in regards to how you made them feel or something you've done to them. Like if a woman is in a relationship with you and she's showing insecurity and she didn't start out like that, you're creating that in the relationship. And I think that you need to accept responsibility for, like, I don't know, maybe you might be kind of loose with like your female friends or whatever, and that made her feel some type of way. Like somebody like you have a lot of female women, a lot of women around you, and your new person may be uncomfortable with that, and then you might put that on her and say, oh well, I couldn't be in a relationship with her because she was insecure. She just was uncomfortable with like your female relationships. But you just have to take all of that kind of stuff into consideration. Like if a man says, hey, like my wife and I didn't get along, we ended up getting a divorce and everything, but she's a great mother. Like if she's such and I dated one guy and he was all like, oh, my wife is crazy, she's this, that, and the other. I'm like, if she's so crazy, why are you trusting her with your kids? Why is she raising your children? Well, she's not that crazy. I was like, doesn't she go to work every day? Like, let her crazy behind work at her job. I mean, he was acting like this woman was insane. And so stuff like that stands out to me on how somebody speaks about their ex. Like, I never speak negatively about my ex-husband to anyone. I said we had problems in our relationship, everything, but I have also accepted accountability on the part that I played in my marriage because I was nobody's victim. I gave as good as I got, and I contributed to the demise of my marriage also. And I just like to hear like people accept accountability on the part that they played in a relationship.
Okay. So that I can rock with you with because you can make some bad choices, but I believe if a person can say, well, she was crazy as hell, but this is what I did. You know what I'm saying? Because that's me. You know what I'm saying? But I never talk bad about my exes. I don't go out there and bad mouth them, but I was very leery about what you said, like if it comes to the ex, because sometimes you can just choose, you can be addicted to choosing crazy people. You know what I'm saying? There are some people that, they have a type.
That speak on you. You keep messing with crazy folks, you must be crazy too. Crazy is what crazy does.
You talking about me individually, or are you just saying in general?
I'm just saying in general. If you deal with crazy people, or you have dealt with crazy people a lot, I mean, you tend to be what you around.
That's my only point. Okay, so Eric, you definitely cleared that up for me. So that is one of your big red flag things of how they talk about the ex to you.
Yeah, on how men speak about their exes, because I'm like, you can't convince me that this woman is insane, like she's a psychopath, but your children are in her house, you're letting your kids stay there, you're not in the court
but you don't think that
Eric B, some folks are just dramatic. Like some folks is like that. They just like to talk it
Yeah.
up, to make it sound good.
Somebody tell me that his wife was physically abusive towards him, and they fought like that. She spit in his face and everything else. And I'm like, okay, like you're presenting this woman to be a lunatic, but you're very comfortable with your kids being there.
Because she did it
So
towards him.
either she's
Is
crazy
that
or
they
she was
mama?
reacting to you.
They got it.
But I know situations, E, and I'm not defending the guy, but the parent can be abusive to each other, but they're not abusive to the kids.
I think if you're crazy, you're crazy.
Now,
I don't know about that.
E, okay, E, can we debate this a bit? Because crazy is as crazy does. I'm with you. If you're crazy to 100%, right? I get you. You can't be crazy in the house and then normal outside. I'm with you on that part, 1,000%. But I'm gonna say this: if I'm talking to you, right, my girlfriend or the potential woman that I want to be in my life, when I say she's crazy, right, we both adults. I'm not saying that she's certified crazy as in the world perspective, but to me, she have done some things, right, that's crazy as hell, and I don't mess with her. That's different.
I get that. When you're coming into a new relationship, you need to slowly unpack that. Like, you don't need to come out the gate with all of this, oh, well, she was crazy and she did this, that, and the other. You can start off with like, oh, our relationship, demise or whatever, and I did this, she did that. And then, the more I get to know you, the more you can kind of unpack what happened in your marriage.
But see, that's when, this when men, I love that you said that. Thanks for coming on the show, Dave. You guys just locking in the one and on, and Erica Barker, she's in the studio with us today talking about relationships and dating. But I'm with you when you said what you said, E, but I'm gonna say this part here, right? It's very good that you said it because a man that's dating you, right? They don't know that you feel that way. Because someone, right, but for you, because if that man has said that 9 times out of 10, because women come to me and they're telling me their worst nightmares about their men. You know what women say to men about their husbands or their boyfriends? First off, he was trash. He wasn't about ish. Y'all do not hold back when y'all talk to us. There is no.
I've never done that.
Okay, you haven't, but I'm gonna tell you, most women, if he was a good dude, they're gonna say he was a good dad, he was a crappy husband. But when they don't like that dude or whatever, it could be on the second date or just talking to you on the phone. If she don't like him, she would trash him. But if I judged her by the way she talked about him, I wouldn't talk to a lot of women.
Exactly. And what I noticed that when I started dating,
Uh-huh.
I had to defend myself a whole lot because, excuse me, I was coming out of a 27-year marriage. And when I met men, they were like, well, how long were you married? 27 years. 27 years. Oh my God, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Why did you get a divorce? And then I had to explain what happened in the marriage and everything. So I'm already on the defense. Now I can't start attacking this man in front of another man.
Okay, but we 50, we mature. I think a lot of people don't see it that way. And here's the other thing about what I said about you, E. You respect your husband. Regardless of his flaws, you respect him. I think a lot of times some men and women, would you agree with this now? Just you agree or disagree, but y'all tell me what y'all think. Sometimes the respect for a marriage or relationship is completely out the window. And they have been through things and they don't realize themselves how they sound when they're talking to other people because they've been disrespected or hurt so bad by their ex. Did that make sense?
I mean, I agree.
That's where the part of healing comes in.
Okay, I can see that. Go ahead, nephew.
Nah, it's just I don't know if that was so disrespectful to ask that. I think most folks would ask, "Hey, you been with them for that long? Okay, well, what happened?" I don't know if that's so disrespectful. I think that would be rational to ask.
Okay, so I'm going to do this here because MD, he's always a good conversation. I like when him and Erica Barker get on because they either love each other or they hate
they
each
gonna
other.
go back and forth.
So I'm going to bring MD on, y'all. The show going to get interesting right now towards the end if you accept my invitation here. Because he said he's talking to a woman right now that's going through the exact same thing. I think I sent him an invitation here. Yes, the invitation. I don't know if he's going to accept it, maybe busy. But MD, if you can come on, we'd love for you to talk about it. Because he said he's talking to somebody right now. And I think who said this? Kate, who said this? Penny, hurt people hurt people. That is very true. But Erica, let me ask you this question. He may be a good dude. Do you tell that guy? I mean, not now because we know you're in a happy relationship, but when you were dating, did you tell that guy like, hey, I'm really not cool with you bashing your ex? Can you tell me what's going on, but without the bashing? Did you say that?
Disclaimer on that. I asked the question just like he asked me. I said, well, like, were you married? He said, yeah, I was married for 10 years and I'm divorced. And I'm like, oh, wow, what happened? And then he said, well, like I worked a lot. And he said, I worked a lot. I was always traveling during work. And he said his wife stepped out of the marriage. And he said, but I don't fault her for doing that. And he started, just being very gentle with how he spoke about her. He said she was always a great mother and everything. And he said, and I know, he was like, I know I was neglecting her.
Okay. So you did.
I appreciated him saying that like that.
Okay, so you left space for him to clarify what you needed to hear, but what he was actually trying to say.
Yeah, I didn't give him any cues or anything. I just let him talk.
Okay. So that, because that's very important, because a lot of times I don't know if I'm talking to Eve, right? I don't know how you're digesting what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. Because me and you had conversations, prior to maybe a year or two ago, or last year, right? And some things me and you said, we had to go into okay, what the hell are you talking about, Joe? Or Eve, what the hell are you talking about, right? Because we don't know. We both come from different backgrounds, and what you tolerated, I may not tolerate, and what I tolerated, you may not tolerate, right? And what I see as crazy, you may not see as crazy. And so I think it's very important, especially over 50. We have our trauma, and we don't want to bring nobody else into our trauma. We're on the defense, but I think it's very important that we, as men and women, when you're dating, to make sure we get clarified on what we think may be going on. Would that be fair to say?
I think that's extremely fair. Like, but you and I have both been married.
Yes.
And we know that it takes two to tango, and no one person can just destroy a marriage. Like, if both people have to play their part.
Right.
And when I hear somebody that says like some men will beat on their chest and be like, oh, I did everything. I was a great provider. I was a great husband. I did everything for that woman. She didn't want anything. She didn't have to want for anything. And she was this, that, and the other. And then she ended up filing for divorce. And I mean, like, you need to work through that hurt.
Exactly.
Because he's not accepting any responsibility for the part that he played in the marriage.
When I talk to anybody and they don't say they did anything wrong, I'm not going to talk to them.
Right.
I've talked to women where they say, well, he did this and he did this. I'm like, so you did nothing? No, I did everything I could, but he just did this. And sometimes those situations are there, but then this is what I look at. She may be telling me the truth, but this is the part as a man, and women, y'all need to hear this, right? As a man, I'm going to say you make bad choices. Because he could have been a guy that wasn't 1,000% wrong. But in my mind, when I hear that, either you're not telling and accepting your accountability, or you have the propensity to choose bad people. And so for me, when I'm looking at you, that's going to put up still a red flag for me, even though you're telling me the truth. Because my thing is, how did you stay with this guy? And then the next question I'm going to ask you, guess what the next question I'm going to ask you, if I think that you chose the wrong guy? Guess the next question what I'm going to ask you. How long did you stay with him? Because if you know you chose the wrong guy and you chose to stay with that guy for a significant amount of time, I am not going to waste my time with you. Not. Because what you're telling me may be true what you said about him, but what you just told me that you stayed with him for a lengthy period of time told me a lot about you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need that type of woman in my life. And
that's our perspective. And we all know what we're looking for and what things are quote unquote red flags to us.
Right. Because when I look at a woman, I don't need a woman I can run over. I cannot be in a relationship with a woman that I can run over. Right? I cannot be because she's not going to make me better and she's not going to hold me accountable. Right? And so if I know I can run over her, I'm not going to give her my best. So I need a woman who's going to be able to stand strong towards me, and say, hey, if I'm with a woman, I need you to be able to say, let me do me, let me rock. But when I'm off my game, that woman that loves you needs to be able to, babe, we're not doing that. She give me that look that I know that only she can give me. I need to be able to pump my brakes, like, whoa, okay, mama see something I don't see. I'm getting beside myself, right? If I don't respect you, you can't do that to me. And if you can't do that to me, you can't be my wife. Because I need a woman that can check me, just like you need a man that can check you. Because if I can't check you, I can't be with you. I'm not going to control
I'm
you.
real good on checking, and see that was probably my problem. I was checking too hard.
Well, no crap, Eve. We know you. We see your comments.
So I have to work on some of those things too.
Yeah. But me, I know I like a strong woman. I do. But I like a strong woman when she's strong for us. When she's checking me or getting on me, it's because she's bettering the family. Not because of a selfish reason, but it's gonna make us better. It's gonna propel us forward as a family. If you're just checking me because you're an asshole, you're gonna get a whole different guy. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't do individual. If I'm in a relationship, I don't do individual checking. If I check you as my wife or my girlfriend, I'm checking you because I see something. I do. And if you don't listen to me over a period of time and you can continue to do your own thing, I'm gonna let you bump your head because I love you. But if you continue to do stuff and you don't listen to me at all, we can't be together because you're too strong here. You see what I'm saying? You're too strong for me. You don't want to be with me, and we can't work together. Because at some point, even though I love an alpha female, we got to be alpha together and compromise along the way. If we can't learn how to do that, it's all about just ego.
But Joe, you think that's an easy blend? Both of y'all
Hey,
out?
hold on just a minute, E. What you said, nephew?
I said, you think that's an easy blend? Both of y'all alpha.
Two people who love each other, and people who listen to me, maybe E, you can relate to this or not, but an alpha man and an alpha woman, in my opinion, right? If we facing off to each other, right, and we're both alpha, but we love each other, we're going to settle down for the person that we love and respect. What we will not do is settle down for somebody I don't respect. I can love you, but if I don't respect you and you alpha, you're gonna get ate the hell up out of me.
That sound good and all, but most of y'all alpha folks, quote
But
unquote,
that's
got
me.
egos.
Hold on. Let me say it, E. What about you?
I think that we both started out like that, and we butted heads a lot, and we've had some knockdown, drag out arguments and everything that might have started about like 10 or 11 o'clock at night, and the next thing we know, the sun was coming up. Like, because when you got two people that are strong-willed like that, though, nobody's gonna give in. And you just fighting to be fighting and just talking at each other and screaming at each other. That's how things started to end up.
Okay, but E, okay. So KT said she knew the Erica in her pocket. So okay, but I'm gonna say this, E, okay. So E, that was a time when you was in that relationship that when he spoke, it was like E.F. Hutton, right? Everybody listened. And when you spoke, right, it was like E.F. Hutton, everybody listened. It got to the point, and I'm gonna ask you because I don't know this, because me and you never talked about this. If you don't mind, please, help elaborate on this. It got to the point where y'all got into the knockout, drag them down when y'all stopped respecting each other. Would I be correct when I say that?
Yeah, exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said, when the alpha male and the alpha woman respect each other, see, you can love an alpha male and alpha woman and not respect them. It's not going. I don't think it'll work for long. But if you respect that person, right? And this is the maturity part, because if Erica stepped back and look at her life with her ex, she would say some things she could do better. I'm sure he would say the same thing. When you're an alpha at 53, about to be 54, like me, I have to put my ego to the side. My ego got me here, and my ego got me here. Did that make sense, E? When I
Yeah, I
say that,
agree with that.
do y'all understand what I'm saying? When I say my ego got me here, and my ego got me here. What I'm saying for the ones in the back who don't understand is my ego got me to this point, and my ego also helped me lose a lot of stuff to get to this point. And it was not pretty. So when you get to a certain age, like I'm saying for me at 53, I understand now. Even though I'm alpha, and if I knew E loved me, I don't care about winning anymore. I don't care about my ego. I'm going to look at her and let her purr in her alphaness, because if she's doing it in the betterment of us, I'm not going to spite her to be right. If she loves me, she's not going to spite me to be right. See, what we do as alphas, we spite each other to be right, and it's not in the best interest of us. We just want to end the damn conversation. Is that fair, E?
That's right.
And that's what I did a lot. I'm sure that's what he did a lot. If you could take anything back, that'll be one of the main things you'll take back. Because some of those arguments you didn't need to win. You got into the ring with your husband or wife, right? And it became personal. Because you felt some kind of way because of the lack of disrespect you felt you was getting from him or her. That's why I said I need an alpha woman at this stage. I do still need an alpha woman, but I need an alpha woman who's going to be in our best interest. Because right now, if I decide to get in a relationship in the next 2 years, it would definitely be out in the best interest of us. I don't need to win another argument. I don't need to win another debate. I debate your ass all day. But you know what I tell you, E? I love you, baby. I don't care. Good. This is my point. This is your point, and I'm still going to love you at the end of the day. I'm not going to argue with you anymore. Because when we get this age, E, what are we going to argue about?
Nothing. Not a thing.
If you got a job, I got a job. We got money coming into our house. We're paying our bills, right? I'm not cheating. You're not cheating. We're going out to lunch and dinner together. We're taking care of our kids. You got a little problem, yada, yada, whatever that may be. Real talk. What are we arguing about?
Nothing. I mean, like I don't do that at this stage in life. Yeah, disagreements are inevitable, but I'm not going to be arguing.
Exactly. It's not. It's there. And I'm sorry, y'all, but if you at this stage of my life, I don't see things that need to be argued about. I can disagree with you and move on. If I disagree with you and I don't want to be with you, that means I don't like you like that. Is that fair?
That's definitely fair.
Hey y'all, if y'all want to follow E out there on social media, she's very fun on social media. She talks about sewing, she talks about different things about life, well-being, meditation. E, where can they find you at?
I'm Erica Bunker across the board.
All right, y'all go there, follow Erica Bunker. E, I appreciate you for chiming into the show from time to time. We love you, baby girl. Take care now.
You too.
All right. Real quick, I'm going to bring in MD, then I'm gonna get out of here because he decided to come in. So let me bring MD in real quick and we're going to end the show here. I'll go a little bit longer because I did ask for him. MD, what's up, big dog? What's up, man? Go ahead and give me, go ahead. I said at the end of the show, but go ahead and give me your 2 cents. I wasn't gonna leave you hanging, big dog.
Oh no, man. It was just about the I think we were talking about you guys were talking about men that complain to other women about their women.
Yeah.
Yeah, women do the same. I put in the chat that I had a female complaining to me about her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I don't know. She was just complaining about, you know, that he's not a good provider. He's not good. He's not a good leader. She can't count on him for good leadership as a coming from her spouse or coming from her husband. And yeah.
So how did you feel about that? As her telling you the bad things about her ex, how did you, as a man, feel about it? You know that you're trying to holler and she's trying to holler. How did you feel about that?
Say that last part again.
So when she was telling you about her ex, right, the bad things, you as a man, how did you feel about that yourself? Her telling you those things about him. What did that make you think about her?
Well, I felt that obviously she must have been under a certain level of stress in that situation for her to vent to another guy. But at the same time, I feel like I may be wrong, but I feel like that was her way of telling me that, she was vulnerable.
Thank you. Thank you for being honest, bro. Because I was gonna say, if you didn't say it, you saw that as okay, you gave me the blueprint to what I need to do. That's what we see.
Yeah.
When a woman, go ahead.
So
You knew what not to do.
For the ladies that's listening, I'm gonna give y'all the cheat sheet.
Go ahead, baby.
If a man encounters you complaining to him about your man, we think the door is open.
Yes. Yes. And you're slyway telling us if you don't do this, you can get me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we already know.
You see what I'm saying? See, that men, we understand when y'all start telling, see, we take it different than women do. When y'all start telling us the bad stuff about y'all man, y'all saying, if you don't do this, and this, I'll get with you. That's the way we take it.
I say all the time, I've been raised by 5 women, don't nothing get past me.
Exactly. But I'm saying, when I have said this to my women all the time, and I'm glad you was honest, bro, because I thought you was gonna punk out on me, BMD. I thought you was gonna punk me, dog. I'm like, he come and try to be smooth, because I was gonna bust you upside the head. You know me. I was like, bro, I'm glad you told the truth for the F, dog. You stood strong for the fellas. You told the ladies the truth. Because when they started talking to us about their damn problem, we started smiling and we listened. Huh?
That's true.
Hey, we take notes and we repeat it back to you. That's one time that we're actually listening and we repeat it back to you what you just said, right? And then we'll say, I can't believe it. You sure he did that to you? Really? Wow.
Yeah, why you taking your shirt off?
Hey, bro, that's what we do. He did that to you. To you, as fine as you are, he said, wow. And you tolerated that? Man, you are a good woman for that. Real talk.
Right.
Wow. How and you be and then what we say, MD? How did he not see the woman that you are? See, ladies laughing because y'all know damn sure y'all done heard this before. Now, hey, if they didn't know the game, now they know that they got played, right?
That was a freebie, ladies. That was a freebie.
Hey, nephew, what you got to say? Because you done did it too, right? Go ahead, nephew.
Of course. I would have never did that to you, girl.
Right?
Yeah, if I got a dirty Mac, I'm a dirty Mac.
Nephew called it dirty macking. So, ladies, that was a cheat sheet code for me and from MD. Thanks for being truthful, ladies. I hope you caught that. Repeat it one more time before we get out here, MD. What's the one of the main cheat code when they told us about their man?
We already know the door's open.
Now,
we already know the door's open.
And I think sometimes women know that, bro.
Yeah, because women are only going to vent to a man that she's attracted to.
Thank you. And she's telling you, I want you, so don't do this. Okay? You know what I'm saying? When she starts to vent to you, bro, she likes you, and she's telling you what not to do so you can get the draws. Am I lying?
Nope, you ain't lying.
Ladies, y'all heard it right here on this Joe Lockett show. MD broke the code. Well, he told y'all the code that we understood that y'all was trying to sneak to us on the line, right? When y'all vent to us, that means you want us, right? And you're saying to us, this is the way men are taking it anyway. And you're saying to us, if you don't do these things to me, you can get these draws.
Exactly.
Miss Terry, you're saying not always true. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say to you, Miss Terry. Okay.
We'll just say 99.9% of the time.
And I'm gonna say to Miss Terry and Aqua Woman, if the guy that you're dating, that you didn't gave those bullet points to, and he don't do those things, and you're already attracted to him because you trust him enough to tell those things, he gonna get them draws. He gonna get them draws. If he don't mess up and he stay within those guidelines that you told him, eventually you're gonna lay down with him. Just saying. All right, guys. MD, I appreciate you, man. We love you guys, man. Y'all know how we feel about you, right? Me, MD, nephew, we get your cheat code tonight, baby. Just them thing more extra mas liberty. What does all that mean? I mean, all of us, man. We love you, ladies. Y'all have a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
God bless everybody.
God bless, bro. All right, Neff. Love you, boy. Facebook, TikTok, Jeff, Deborah, Tangi, thanks for sharing the show out there. Thanks for the hearts and love, and we appreciate you guys so much. I have a good one. See you guys tomorrow. YouTube, Facebook, one love, baby.